What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Raise Our Race Rating. This is episode 10, and this is a series where I'm trying to make my rating go up instead of down. This series I record every single race I do, so no matter if I win, if I lose, they're getting uploaded. But for this episode, we are using Daisy back on the Mach Rocket because last episode we ended with a +7, which isn't big enough for me, to be honest. So we're going back to a tried and tested character combination. We did very well last time, so let's see if we can get the same kind of luck or skill going on this time on Mario Bros. Circuit. This is, of course, the first track I think most people play on this game, and with only 12 people in the lobby, it should be a less hectic one. This is kind of what we're used to playing with back in the day. Nevertheless, let's see if we can still get a good result here, no matter if it is only 11 other people we've got to beat. We can see Toad and Yoshi on the map have kind of gone to a standstill. They must have completely destroyed their engines and forgot how to accelerate. Maybe stalled the car or something, because they were not moving at all. Maybe it's some kind of strategy I'm not aware of. But usually you want to try and be at the front and not the back. Nevertheless, we continue. We're in second place here, so looking pretty good. We've got Dirt in front of us. What a name he has chosen there. In the coin coffer as well. Not yet used that character, so would like to unlock him at some point. You can see him taking the rail grinds. I did miss that rail grind there, should have gone for that one. But we do have the feather, so we can jump up here onto this rail grind. And then we're just going to follow Dirt across the dirt here and down onto this main section, onto the next one. We've got some Red Shell coming behind us, used the super horn, but just a bit too early, was not paying enough attention there. Do manage to get back onto this rail though, and then immediately just decide to fling ourselves off the map. Maybe had quite enough of this race already. But that does put us down into 6th position. With 1.5 bit laps to go. Dirt has pulled out a huge lead right here as we avoid the Goomba. Unfortunately did not unlock a new character from that Kamek item. But we do have a boomerang now and a mushroom in the back. So looking pretty decent. We see our nemesis from the previous episode, the Boo, taking a rail grind down, just flinging items left and forward here, left and right. Just trying to make something happen. I guess I get pushed off the rail by Yoshi. I'm obviously going way too slow. Which I will see if I can do the same to Bowser. I can indeed, and again I just decide to jump off the edge of the track. Truly a high skill performance you are seeing right here. But let's see if we can bring this back. You know, we've still got a few corners. They're not that far ahead, and we've got some very good items. We've got the golden mushroom now as it's bucketing down with rain. Get squished by the mole. That's not doing us any favours. But here we go, using the golden mushroom, and then there's a green pole in the way. We get stuck on the pipe, and that seems to crush all of our dreams. So we do seem to overtake our friend at the front, Dirt back there, who's finished last. Don't know what's happened to him. He's maybe got stuck in the dirt or something, but that is an outrageous finish from him. Very unfortunate. Finishing 7th in the 12-player lobby. Not amazing, but let's still get some positive points. I can't complain too much about that. Moving on to Airship Fortress. Let's see if we can do a bit of a better result this time. Again, there is a few tech we can employ on this one, so let's see who else employs this. Let's see if we have a decent battle on our hands. I imagine this Boo is pretty good at it, as we do manage to get on the rail grind. A few others do as well. I'm knocking them off left, right and centre. We managed to get across and up the rail. We are first across the line there. And we're ahead of the pack right now. We've kind of pulled away a little bit here. Looks like other people failed that little jump there. And we've kind of made a little breakaway. Get a good timing on these little lava pipes, whatever you want to call them, and we are kind of out of the way. We've got the Boo in second right behind us, so we do need some sort of red shell protection or something. Blue shell protection would be good. At this point we're just taking the shorter in through this little circle spiral section just to try and get away from the player in second a little bit, but we do only get a coin, which means we are completely unprotected at this point. But that's fine, because we do get back on the route, and we do get the jump across. And up the little chain here. Do we manage to land on this nicely? We do. So it's all going fairly well for us, as we do see a blue shell coming on the map. Not much we can do about that except pray and hope no one else is close enough to capitalise. He looks like we're neck and neck. Let's see what's going to happen. Both going to go for the left hand side. I managed to hit him with the banana, and he gets hit, I think, maybe into the fire column as well, maybe not. But we have managed to keep first position. Obviously no protection. Let's go wide this time for the double item boxes. Let's hope for something good. Get a green shell, that's good enough. Dodge two nastily placed bananas right there. Someone's out to get me as the boo does take our coin away. That's why we didn't use it. That's why we held on to it. So here we go, rail grind for the third lap. Can we get this one done? No, just took it a bit too late. Crashed into the wall, but we didn't lose too much time there. We still managed to find our way through them corners. Avoid these little moles on the floor here, and we're still through. We still built up a bit of a gap. You can see the player in second is no longer the boo. He has dropped back a little bit. Something must have happened to him as we take the jump to the left through there, and we get hit at a disastrous time with that red shell just before the boost pads. It's alright though, because we're still going. We're still in the lead. Only a few corners left to go at this point. Going wide for the double item boxes just to get to protection. The only thing that can stop us now is a blue shell, red shell, or something like that. But we're looking good and going into the last corner of this race. And there we have it, guys. That is a win under our belts. Back again, Daisy, the best character in my books. Another win. This is the first win we've had in a while at this point. It's probably been 5 or 6 races, so very good to get this one under the belt. And a big 89 points positive on the race rating. Very nice to see. I'm going on to a connecting track to Dry Bones Burnout now. Starting from the number 1 position, of course. Let's see if we can get some back-to-back wins here as the Yoshi just overtakes us just before the race start. A little sneaky fella, should get a little penalty for that one. But here we go. Can we get a decent little breakaway here maybe? Maybe just a nice little setup for the last section of the track. You know, maybe get some mushrooms just to help us in this last thing as we try and dodge this little green shells coming right at us. Miss the booster on the floor. More green shells flying past us left and right. Gotta keep an eye out behind you. You never know what's gonna happen. Dodge these hammers being thrown from above. Seem to be fun. We do have some protection as the fireballs come through and past and the hammers come through. Can't dodge all of that. And then the Starman hits us in the back. So at this point, might as well just pick up some coins here. Might as well speed ourselves up, you know, get prepared for the last section of the race as we dodge this spinning top right there. Got some good items now. Got the golden mushroom and the 3 mushrooms, the 4 mushroom combo. It's what we really do love to see. No shock, haven't had a shock in a while, but probably the Yoshi on behind us on the track is probably the one looking to get that right now. But let's see if we can just move our way up this order just by staying out of trouble. We're up to 20 coins now, so we don't need to go hunting for any more coins. We just need to make some clean maneuvers, stay out of trouble, try and move up here. So we try and take a nice short line through here, try and cut off a bit of the track. Just try and gain time wherever we can. So we are moving into the 3rd section of this track right here. The super horn goes out ahead of us. Do manage to dodge that, but we do just decide to run into the red shells. And that forces a hand in kind of using this golden mushroom here. Didn't want to fall too far behind. But we did get shocked anyway, so good thing that we did use it there. Otherwise we'd have been holding it that whole time for absolutely nothing. But here we go. Can we get some good items now? We're in 6th, so we're not going to get anything crazy at this point. 3 green shells, a super horn. That is fairly decent, but nothing. It's not going to win us the race at this point. Or will it? Who knows? Let's find out, because we are still looking for the back-to-back wins. As a little bit of carnage goes on there, takes all of our green shells. But this is an interesting situation. We got the boot, so we can take a shortcut. He threw a red shell there. I just used the boot immediately just to stay out of any trouble. Do not want to get red shelled at this point as I almost fall off the track. Just about managed to stay on, and then I just get an unfortunate timing with the hole in the floor there. And I do fall right through. But into 3rd position, we got 2 mushrooms and a boomerang. So this is pretty good looking right now. But the person in first looks to be quite far away. As we take this shortcut, we've still got 1 more mushroom. It looks like Alexis there just fell off. Hit them with the boomerang. We're now into 1st position with only the few seconds to go. There goes a Daisy through. Can we hit them with the boomerang? We can. It looks like we missed, but we hit them and then we come through to win the race. That is back-to-back wins. Let's go, guys. That is exactly what we need for this series. Back-to-back wins. Daisy, the best character in my mind. No doubt about it right now. Now, usually we only have 3 races an episode, but we're on a winning streak, so we can't end there. We have to end when we lose, when we don't come first in a race. So let's see how far we can get this going for, shall we? As we're going on to the next race now, we are doing Starview Peak. Still haven't got a full complement of the full 24 players, which is probably a good thing. It just takes down some of the randomness of these races. So hopefully we can get another win here. Got the crown on our head. Let's see how long that one lasts this time. I think last time we was on Starview Peak and I just drove off immediately. So we've survived a bit longer than that this time, which is good to know. But let's see it up into 7th, down into 7th, should I say. I've lost 8 positions now at this point, and there we go. Yeah, a classic situation on this track where I just decide to drift off the track for no apparent reason. But it gives me time to pick up some coins, I guess, and now I'm down in 12th, 13th. Got a Mega Mushroom. Not the best, not the worst. It can be used to dodge a shock, so could be pivotal at some point. But at this point, we're just hoovering up these coins, just trying to build them up before we make the mad dash on lap 2 or 3. Got 10 coins right now. Let's try and get a few more here, up to 12. Not bad at all. Let's try and get this double boosters. Did indeed. There we go. We've got the biddy buddy ahead of us. Quickly squash him like the little insect that he is, and squish another daisy there, I think. As we're now up into 12th, got 3 mushrooms, so looking not too bad. You know, we can take a shortcut right here. Should be able to gain a few positions as long as nothing crazy happens, which it doesn't. Just about dodged a gold shell. Thank God that didn't come any higher, because that would have knocked us off. We do get hit by a fireball there. Not much we could have done about that one, but we do have a shortcut here as we use the mushroom, get across that nicely, do run into someone's shell at the other side of it. Had to use another mushroom just to speed up a bit and try and get out of any chaos that was occurring. As another coin shell flies past us. Up into 5th now, so not looking too bad as we enter the last lap. Still a chance for us to get another win in a row as the hammers come out. And some more hammers and some more hammers. We actually drive straight into them. We do manage to avoid all of them with this dolphin character. I have not unlocked him yet, so at some point I would like to give him a go, see how good he is. As we try to evade the bomb, but it's just a bit too wide. And now we're in a pickle. Now we are in not a great position. The leaders are quite far around the corner, and with these items, it looks like comeback is very tough as we get hit by the star, but manage to still keep it going because of the booster. Now we need a good item here, the golden mushroom. We can still maybe make up a few positions. It looks like first maybe lost. But where are we ending up as we are using this straight through all the way to the end? Dodge the green shells. We are coming out 6th maybe? End up 6th position. So we couldn't continue the win streak there, which is a shame. But 6th is still very good as we get another 21 points. Cannot complain about that in the slightest. So let's take a look at the final scores on the door. It doesn't take a genius to work out that this is a plus 200 for this episode. So very good indeed. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.